Hey, everybody. Welcome to Open the Gates. I'm your host, Matt Burke. And today we're going to be having on Jason from Frog G and possibly some other guests. But yeah, if you guys could give a warm warm welcome to the stream. This is Jason Bascom. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Just, enjoying the little spell of dry weather we're having right now. I don't know about you guys over there, but I'm over here in Cali. It was been raining
Oh,
pretty
yeah, I'm in
hard.
Ohio, dude. Ain't no dry weather.
Okay, so you're just cold all the time.
like 7 months out of the year, 8 months out of the year, pretty much. It's cold, yeah. But like you'll hear my space heater probably kick on now and then. But no, I mean it was rainy. It snowed a little. It's not too bad though. It's really not all that terrible for us right now. So, thankfully, I'm sure February is when it gets bad though. So we'll see what happens. But
The
yeah.
bad months, huh?
Oh,
That
pardon me.
sucks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know why it's February. You would think it'd be January, but
Right?
once
Yeah, it's been
February
dumping.
hits,
It's been dumping over here. Um,
yeah, yeah. Ink said he got like a bunch of snow recently, and that's why he's actually has to work today because he was behind on the other stuff because of the snow that hit. So, and he's in Arizona.
that makes sense. I heard some guy at work talking about that. It's been pretty bad over there in Arizona as well. He like
Yeah.
got stuck in a bunch of clay.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
pretty amazing how like I mean if you think about it, even like 15, 10 years ago, even maybe like it wasn't as like we weren't as all connected in a way. I'm not just talking artists, but like a bunch of people in general. Like YouTube was still in its infancy, so to speak. So it like we weren't as all internationally connected. Like, oh, this person got caught up in a thunderstorm. They can't join it. Like it's just weird how we're all like small world now. You know?
it's tiny, right?
Yeah, we all know what's going on in each other's states or countries, even like with like you got the Australians and you got England and all of us are everywhere. So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
I known you for a minute now, a few years. You actually
Yeah,
did
man.
a piece for Butch Cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
When we made it a trading card, very exclusive. Which was awesome of you, and thank you. And it really helped
Oh,
me
you're welcome,
get
dude.
into the network, the movement, and Comicsgate.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Um,
a fun character. Yeah.
and I've always loved your art style. I thought it was just something else. You have your own style; it sticks out. I can spot it.
Thanks, man.
That's Jason's work. That's Bascom. But for
Yeah,
some
thank you.
people that don't know who you are, maybe you could talk a little bit about yourself and who you are, and that.
Yeah, I've been. I've been drawing since I was like 10. You know what I mean? Like my older brothers. One of them was got into drawing, and he's my older brother, so I wanted to be like him. So, um, at a young age we started drawing, and we got into comics just because of we got a free comic at a grocery store
Go
once. So I
pops.
got that. We caught the bug then, but and that was way back when. But ever since we got that comic, it was like that's what we wanted to do. Like it just we wanted to be in that scene. But and so yeah, just started drawing, been drawing forever since. So but my style is kind of gritty and different, and I'm influenced by the more obscure artists like it's Sam Keith and Jonathan Waishak. But uh, in a few years back, I always had Unhinged Entertainment. It was always a thing since the '90s.
Oh
But it was
shit!
never an LLC. It was just a name, just a
I
name.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's dude. It's
That's
been
dope,
around.
dude.
I mean, well, my oldest, but one of my other brother, him and I kind of came up with the name, and he kind of was like the main person for it. And then later on, I picked up the mantle. But so it's been around since the '90s. It just wasn't an LLC. I've always had Unhinged, the Facebook page. It's been there for years on end. And I finally made it an LLC like 3 years ago, or whatever. Ever since I got into Comicsgate, so because you need your own license when you do an Indiegogo. It's just better to have your business account and stuff like that. So that's where Unhinged Entertainment came about. It's just ever since then, and I'm like, well, I got out of comics for a while, and I was kind of doing, band art, flyers, posters,
Nice.
albums,
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, and I got more into the illustration type style, or the even fine art, like using
Yeah.
acrylic
Yeah.
paints and
Definitely.
watercolors. Yeah. So I derailed for a while. Like I was in that scene for a
Eighties
long
made.
time,
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, what's up, 80s? So yeah, it definitely impacted how I draw now because when you're doing that kind of stuff, comic artwork is it's cool, it's different,
Same.
but it is kind of a house style most people have or like a stylistic thing, and I always gravitated more towards the people who did like posters and stuff like that, or
Right.
like album artwork, and it was just grittier and darker and just or
Yeah.
messier even looking.
All that scratch.
All the scratch, all the cool, you know, and it kind of rubbed off on me. And like people be surprised, they'll see like something from mine, and like gave Ink Spots one of the Red Valkyrie Chromium cards, and he's like, "You drew that?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I can draw normal. Like I can, I can draw normal people. It's possible, but I just prefer to do the way I do it." So that's pretty much how like I got about into things, was like collecting comics from a younger age. Fell by the wayside. I started picking just books back up again just because of my point in life, and then I was following Frege on Couch Doodles on Instagram, and I'd see him go live on Instagram, and I'd follow him there, and then I followed him to YouTube because he started back up his YouTube channel. So that's where you and I met. You're over there. That's where you and I met. was on Couch Doodles.
I remember that.
Yeah, so that's how we met, and that's how I got into Comicsgate, was because of Frege, and he would let us on, and we would talk, and everybody, and he actually launched my book, my first Absolute Book 1, and he did a trading card for it. So I'm forever in Frege's debt. But yeah, it's been a wild ride since, though, dude. And I've gotten to know all these cool people, all these amazing, talented artists. Just it's crazy, dude. I love it.
Yeah, man. Like again, going back to your art, man. Like it really sticks out. Like you're a guy. Like I grew up. Like I really gravitated towards Sam Keith. Like in high school, I was always drawing the Max. The cartoon came out. It helped me kind of really get into to going to the store and whatnot. There was a bunch of comic stores back in that time. But about your art, man. It's really 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 gritty and scratchy and hatchy, and there's nothing
like my first book was Thor 411, which is Ron Frenz. Ron Frenz drew it, and he has more of a Kirby style, more of a Kirby influence. And like even then, I was even looking at Kirby. I was looking at him, Walter Simonson. I was looking at a lot of traditional. Like they were so stylized, but they were traditional. Like they were still like you're uniformed. This is how you do it. And like looking at my stuff now, you almost would never guess it. But like, and then or throughout the years you collect that, and then finally, like, because I was a little kid, my parents, Christian values and stuff, they wanted me collecting the whole stuff. But going to the comic shop, and then you finally see stuff like, heavy metal, or, like a Keith piece, or, Marvel Comics Presents, or, pardon me, a Bill Sienkiewicz, and then you start seeing all these different influences, or even like, you look at Linzer from Dawn, like at painterly styles, and you're like, wow, there's a whole different world of art and comics. Yeah,
right, totally, man. Like,
yeah, so and it just like as a younger kid, I wasn't allowed to really touch that stuff, but like I knew of the Turtles, obviously, and I have one of the old school Turtle books, but we were still. Marvel and DC was mainly what we were pretty much kind of like allowed to look at and allowed to buy.
Right.
We still like those things were in our peripheral. Like we still saw those, and we were still like. And then as we got older, we started actually buying them, and like that's things started to get their hooks in us, and so that's why like Sam Keith, and once you see Marvel Comics Presents, that's what really where I first saw stuff, and it's just it's like wow, that's insane. But the thing is with Keith also, not everybody likes it because it is so out there. So like it is a risque thing. Like in my style, like everybody does, and I'm not upset by it at all. Everybody does compare me to Keith. Cool, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's also a negative because it's a very obscure style. Not everybody is into it, and I mean that's fine too. People like what they like.
Yeah, I would say I mean that I can see the comparison. But man, you're Jason Bascom, and also like Preston Acevedo, he gets compared to Bisley a lot, and he's kind of Preston now. He's kind of Preston now. He's even changing more.
Preston's phenom, man.
Yeah. And with your art, man, it's just like so awesome, dude. Thanks, dude. You're your own artist. I do see a little Kirby and a little Simonson in there too, a little bit, tiny little bit.
Yeah, Kirby definitely. Kirby's with the knuckles.
The blocks.
Kirby has those knuckles, but Kirby was bombastical. He broke away from everyone else, and it kind of rubbed off at an early age, and it's still there. It's just it's just wacky. I love Kirby, dude, and I love his tech stuff that he did.
Tech, dude. Oh my god,
it's just ridiculous what Kirby pulled
stories.
Off.
The way he would do the whole page,
Panel layouts, everything. Yeah. Like, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, most people, really don't get into Kirby until maybe like their mid to late 20s. And
Correct. Same here.
I was looking at Kirby when I was like 13,
I
because
couldn't
it was
stand it when
Thor.
I seen it first. I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
but
is
dude, it was
I'm
Thor.
like,
I was
this is
collecting.
lame. And then
And
later,
people thought that, but
totally different
collecting
story. You know?
Thor's kind of lame, you know what I mean? So I had to look at those other, So Kirby, I was like, oh wow, this looks like Thor, like this
Right,
looks like
right.
a Thor book, even though it was Kirby. So I was looking at Kirby pretty young, and I'm happy for it.
Yeah, now I love it. Now I love like
Oh, yeah,
like
dude.
almost everything about it. Like the big hand. I like the big hands, the panel
Big
layout,
hands,
the tech,
yeah,
his
dude.
stories, who he is, how he grew up, how different
Mhm.
types of art styles he could do. Like this, the list goes on.
Dude, he's got a great backstory, man. People should look
Oh,
into Jack
yeah.
Kirby's life, and the guy's cool, man. He's cool.
And Neil Adams too's got a pretty good one too. I like
Oh,
the
yeah?
Neil Adams one. He did a pretty good show with Kevin Smith back before Kevin Smith kind of,
Yeah,
I don't know, got swapped out or whatever.
before he came Kevina Smith.
Yeah, he's like a different person,
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah.
in a way,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, dude. I mean, I know obviously you're a fucking metalhead, but I gotta know, what's your favorite metal band, bro?
I mean, that's like picking somebody's favorite kid. But
Hmm.
I gravitate a lot towards Pantera. I mean, if people look at my channel, there's a lot of Phil. It's mainly Phil. My intro is Down. The song by Down is my main intro, and then I have songs from Phil and Some on the Illegals and Pantera as the other intros. So, like Phil is like my go-to, like Pantera mainly. But Tool. I got Tool tattoos, so I love Tool.
Nice. Nice.
Acid Bath, but I even go like Perfect Circle. I'd put them up there. It's just Mudvayne, especially LD50.
Mudvayne's very
Sick.
that first album, very
Yeah, dude, so good.
groundbreaking. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, Slipknot. I could listen to Slipknot almost any day. I mean, to me, Slipknot is kind of a different beast. Their albums are kind of different. People sometimes it's just
Dude.
after Iowa, and then
It's
they're done.
hearing stories about bands that were out, like Cold Chamber. Like I'm really into Devil Driver, but he was in Cold Chamber
Devil
at
Driver.
that time.
Yep.
That Full Dead. It's like hearing stories about, hey, these guys are fucking, they're kicking our ass right now. We got to up our fucking game. He's talking about Slipknot because they're just like, how do you compete with that?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I like that. I
Well-
love the first few Slipknot albums.
Yeah, people do, and like to me, their last one wasn't so great, but the one before it I really liked. But it's hit and miss a little bit. But I mean, it's like you said, I do mainly gravitate towards a few that I like. Down, I could put on Nola any
Yeah,
day,
Nola.
anytime, any minute. To me, that's one of my favorite albums, just because it's totally solid. Like, there's no bad song on that album.
Yeah,
it's complete
solid bangers.
It's solid, dude. So, like even with Pantera, dude, I'll skip songs. Like I'll be like, I'm
Yeah.
sitting here and Walk all the time. Like everybody loves Walk. It's not a bad
Yeah, yeah.
song. I'm just tired of hearing it,
Right.
Or like Becoming and 5 Minutes Alone. They're good songs. I'm just tired of hearing them. Like the Beast, dude. The heaviest thing Pantera ever did was the B-sides
Tranquil?
on Far Beyond Driven. Like
yeah, that one's pretty
you
good,
got
too.
Use My Third Arm. You got Throes of Rejection. You got Hard Lines and Sunken Cheeks. I mean, just bangers, dude. I mean, they hit. So yeah, but I mean, people probably say Pantera mainly, but I gravitate anywhere, and I'm not just a metalhead. I mean, I'm not like you and Luke like heavier stuff than what I do. So like you guys, like I like Lamb of God, but that's probably the heaviest I get. I don't get
Yeah.
into like the insane. Like I like Gojira,
Yeah, they're dope.
Meshuggah's
They're heavy as
dope.
fuck.
Yeah,
Gojira's heavy as fuck. I
they
think
are.
Meshuggah's probably the heaviest band in the realm. Probably not.
You
I don't
think
think there is
so?
like a top heaviest, but it's in there. Like I put Bleed up there, dude. Bleed's fucking heavy. I mean, it
But
all
even
depends on
with-
what heavy. Like me, it's got, with heaviness, it's got to like sound heavy and kind of be not
like-
too fast, but be more mechanical. Like for me, it's got to have that from the get. That's just my opinion.
I like a groove, dude.
yeah,
I like a
you
nice groove. Like even with Pantera,
Meshuggah
like they have some
Pantera.
heavy, insanely heavy songs, but you
Grooves,
can still
yeah.
groove to it. You can just be like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
they're groove. Yeah,
they're groove, and I like groove. I like something with a hook, something that can catch me. And like
Me too.
Meshuggah, their beats are like, forget about it, man.
It's all
Their time
mapped out,
signatures are
dude.
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
hard to listen to all their shit. And they started out like Metallica. They came out in like '89. They used to do thrash.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like with Meshuggah, like or Gojira even, I can only listen to maybe
Oh,
one,
yeah.
maybe two songs at most in a row, and then I'm like, I
Yeah.
need to break it up, put up some Stevie
Yeah,
Ray.
tribal as fuck, dude.
Yeah, or put on some Soulfly. Let's get tribal.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I with the heavy stuff that I do like, I got to take it down a notch. Even Acid Bath, crazy heavy, but with Dax doing those melodies and being melodic at times, To me, that's a perfect blend of just insane brutality mixed with the harmonics of just pure its beauty, and it's a perfect melding that they had, especially with Kite String. That's a solid album too that I could put on any day.
I've never heard them before. I've never heard Acid Bath, and I've heard you speak of them before. I think you were talking with Matt Barr on one of your streams, because sometimes I'll pop in when I got time. I'm like, I gotta check out that Acid Bath, because didn't you do some work for them? You're saying?
No,
Something
I wish,
like that?
man.
Oh, okay.
No,
sorry about.
I wish.
I
No, you're not 100% wrong though. I did work for an Acid Bath tribute band, like Murder.
Okay.
And which they're great. They sound really good. And they even met one of the guitar players of Acid Bath, and he even likes their what they do with the material. So, and he even liked my artwork. They were like, "Hey, Jason, Sammy likes your stuff." I'm like, "That's really cool." So, but yeah, so yeah, I did a couple flyers for them, which I'm at their disposal. The guy will because I'm friends with them, so he'll hit me up and he'll be like, "Hey, can you do a flyer?" And they pay me, but I'm like, "Yeah." Like I say, commissions are closed, and they are, but there's a select few people where they're always open, and he's one of them. Yeah, like I do artwork for a band, something involving a monkey. That's the name of them, and they're always open. If they want anything, all they gotta do is hit me up, and I'll draw something up. I'll do something. I had Inkspots color that like Murder one, the last one, and they loved it, dude. They were blown away, but. Check out Acid Bath, dude. You'll love Kite String. They only have 2 albums, and you can't get it. You can't look them up on YouTube. Really, there's literally a couple. They have one music video. It's mainly because the guy who owns the label, Rotten Records, is the worst human being on the planet, and it's like a nuke policy if it comes to posting things on YouTube or anything like that. He scorched earth.
What a mad lame.
It's ridiculous, dude. So you kind of got you can watch the one music video they have. They do have some live ones which are okay.
Ooh, I love live.
Yeah, they have a live set.
Love live
and
shit.
It's okay. It's not bad.
I love it. Oh, that's what I love about it. It's like an artist edition, bro.
It is, and you're
dude.
Even with Down, dude. Because I do that often. I'll go through because dude, you can't see you can see Pantera again, but you can't see Pantera again. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I love watching. I've seen them a few times live in the past, but I haven't seen them all the time. So I love going to YouTube, just finding good quality, feeds from the '90s, and I'll put them on. Sometimes I'll screen capture it, and dude, I love doing that kind of stuff. Like Tool's another one.
You pulled it off. You fucking did that live.
Yeah,
wow.
You did it live. Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing. I never heard Use My Third Arm live, so I look that up. Use My Third Arm live. I'm like, yeah, that's a dope rendition, man. That sounds sick. So, Tool's another great one, just because Maynard's a beast. Forget about it. So, it's great to hear what he does live too, because he'll change sometimes some of the notes and hit things differently and live. But he only does it. Yeah, he does it every.
Only live.
I like to look at those, and especially back Anima is my favorite. That's another one. But that's one of my favorite Tool albums. It hits on every cylinder, and that's another one I could put in any day of the week and just be happy.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's sweet, man. I was wondering, you got your new Frog G campaign out. I mean, it's been out for a few months now. It's still new though. Relatively. How did you meet up with Ink for this? What came upon the whole
Grinder.
Conceptualization of this?
Grinder.
Okay.
Yeah, the Grinder app. I don't know if you know what Grinder is, but anyway, Grinder's Tinder for gay people.
Okay.
But no, that's not what happened. But no. What happened was I was working on Absolute, and I it's pretty much the way Ink and I. Well, the way Ink and I met was different. We met on, I think it was Rot 10 Glory's stream.
Oh yeah, I remember Rot. Oh, Rot, yeah. I think that's where I met. That's where I met him.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Rot that we met. That I met Inkspots for the first time. But I saw his work here and there. And he's right. He doesn't get promoted enough for Cash Grab. But I honestly didn't know he was the colors like Cash Grab. I saw him color some stuff. He colored this Dragon Rage piece for Jimmy Reyes, and it was sick. Nice. It was so dope. And I'm like, I gotta work with this cat. He's really good. And the Cash Grab thing, I knew about it at that point. It just was out of my head. I didn't care that he worked on a huge campaign. I like the quality of his stuff. And that's pretty much how we met. Was I think it was Rot 10, and then he would be on streams with me every now and then. And we have a similar sense of humor, dude. He's got potty mouth deranged brain, and I laugh at his stupid little penis jokes. It's we insult each other. That's how we show we actually like each other and stuff. That's how we do it with a lot of people. Yeah, we rib on each other. So we have that similar mind. Plus, we both love the same kind of comics. We love the same kind of artists. So we work really well together. We really hit, and so that's how we first came to really know each other. Pretty sure it was Rotten.
Yeah, I remember I remember just seeing him on Rot. Like, man, this guy's got such a personality. He's so fucking entertaining. And he would come on with the I think he was playing an instrument, the banjo. I was like, damn, ukulele. It was ukulele. That's right. I was like, wow, this guy's hilarious. And then I think I don't remember what piece I saw, but I was like, wow, this guy's a really good painter. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he's a colorist, but to me, he's like a paintist artist. You know what I mean? Like, he does the next level shit.
Well, that's the thing, and you're right, because a lot of people just think Inkspots does colors, and a lot of people think that he's a color. Like, Inkspots is sickly talented when it comes to even drawing. Like you're right. Mainly, he will do an under drawing and then paint it. And that's right there. That's awesome. Inkspots is very talented, and he's not just a colorist. Like he's just a very good colorist. Is all it is. So he gets confused often with that. Like even with Frog G, he's actually doing drawing on Frog G. So. He's a triple threat.
Speaking of Frog G and inks, maybe we could go over the campaign if you like. I could share it, or if you want. Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Could go over the campaign. Just give me a moment.
We can go over the campaign. No, yeah. Well, and that's how we started working together too. Was Absolute had the trading card, and then I wanted to work with him, so I hit him up to color it, and that's our first. Real piece together was the Frog G Absolute trading card. So yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a trailer right here. You want to check out that trailer?
Yeah, you do. You want to check that trailer out?
We'll check that trailer out.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life. And in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah,
that was an awesome trailer, man. That's our boy Death Metal Hero, huh?
Luke is doing the voiceover, and you got the great Pedro Ang doing the animation on that.
He's just been killing on the animation, man. I've seen the one he did for this Boots and Hills, and then a few of them, man. Didn't he do one for Black and White too? I think.
Yeah, he's done stuff for Black and White. He did one for I always butcher it. Woodrow's campaign, Okinuri.
That's right. I did see that. I can't wait for that one to drop.
Yeah, dude. I know I butcher the name every single time, and I do apologize, but I am a fan.
Okinaru or something like that?
Okinaru or something, yeah. Hey, Woodrow, that's your fault. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, name your book.
Frog G, man. That title.
Yeah, that title. Frog G.
Logo.
Easy to say.
That's Matt one of the best logos I've seen in our Spectrum design layout and everything. Just really awesome, eye-catching, and fun to look at.
See, that's the thing. Like Matt Barr did that, and Matt Barr, he because of where he works. I mean, and he's not a logo guy. Like that's not what he's done. But he's done a couple logos. But also where he works, he does a lot of stuff for I think ESPN or whatever stuff like that. So he's actually does real legitimate like graphics and all that other stuff. So he's got a great eye for logos, dude. So we hit him up after he did. He redid the Goblin Girl logo. He did the logo for Crackhead for CG Talks.
Nice.
But yeah, Bar's a phenom. It's not like something that he. It's not like it's his thing, you know what I mean? But he's really good at it. We're like, yeah, we got to get one, and Bar killed it, dude.
Killed it.
That's
sick.
Yeah, it's a great logo, man.
This picture right here. Obviously you did the inks right here, and then right here we have Inkspots doing the colors, but not only coloring, painting. He's painting these awesome monsters in the background.
That's what
we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, with the way we work, Inkspots and I work a little little more unconventionally, I think. I do quite a bit of the foreground work. I might do some backgrounds here and there, but I do a lot of the foreground, the characters and stuff. And then Ink Spots will come in and color like that stuff, but also put the background in. He'll put in the background. He'll put in monsters like this, characters, woods, mystical UFOs. Like he lets it. We let his imagination go wild, and he doesn't go too off the rails. And sometimes he kind of does, but
That's the good stuff.
it's the good stuff, dude. It's
Right.
It's the sexy. And I don't we don't want to stifle each other. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
We want
right.
to let each other really work and be creative, and so that's why we do it the way we do it. Like when I drew this, and initially this was a wallpaper. We can talk about that in a minute, but he put in. I just drew the frog, and I'm like, do whatever you want in the background. I had no idea what he was gonna do, and every time he just never ceases to amaze. He just shows me something. I'm like, yes, like you nailed it, dude. So yeah,
Got it right there.
yeah.
The whole world's so immersive, man. Like he really, both you guys, like the combo together, just really sucks you in. And the paints that he's doing, it's oh man, it's
And it works really good too because it adds that layer. It's not animation, but it adds kind of a layer of like an animated or type thing because there's hard lines, but there's also like that like background is like cell shading. You know what I mean? Like a cell shaded background for like a Looney Tunes or something. Like if there's no lines, it's usually just paints, and it separates it and it makes it look like there's depth and it just looks great and I love it. Yeah.
Like the art that you guys put together. Like I could read like different. Like I would love to see a million Frog G comics. I would love to see different genres of comics, like different types of comics. I could just basically what I'm saying is I could the work that you guys put out. I could just look at it all day. It's very very eye pleasing and fun to look at.
Like Ink teases me. He's like, "Yeah, I love the color, like some Absolute stuff." I'm like, "Yeah," like just because of the way Absolute is, and that's also mine. So I'm very, very picky, very particular about it. But it's not that it wouldn't be good; it would be amazing. But I'm just like, oh, I don't know, dude. Like, easy there. But it would look. Sick,
It would look
and
sick.
It would
look
But
sick.
I would
look
want
dope.
it a certain like. I wouldn't want it in this way that we do it. I would
want a
be
different
little,
style.
I would be a lot more controlling, is what it is, and I would want
Yeah.
that style. Like I would want like a Dark Knight Returns, Lynn Varley watercolor style, and
Okay.
Ink does
Little
Ink
300.
Yeah, dude, and Ink he's not big on the watercolor vibe, in like he likes working in watercolor traditionally, but digitally he'd rather do it like this way. So it's not that he can't do it; it's just he prefers the other way. And that's how I picture Absolute is more of like 300 Dark Knight Returns, like it's more of like if it were in color. That's how it would be. It would be in that
I understand
that style. Yeah,
That would look dope too.
it would, dude. It would look.
I just
sick,
bought
man.
300 actually. That's because and it's very familiar in my head.
Dude,
I'm actually
300
using it
is
for inspiration.
so good.
For my next book.
I don't know where mine are. I gotta find them, or maybe I sold them. Who knows where? But 300 was sick, dude. Like the movie was good. Yeah, people like it, but it was a comic first.
Right.
And it was just, and I know he changed some of the history. It's a comic. It's a comic.
It's history. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and
Right.
well, not only that, it's a comic. You want to make it entertaining and make it fantasy type
You
stuff.
gotta miller it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta
F 'em
pump it
up.
up a little bit. Yeah,
FM up.
So yeah, I mean, but either way, the Frog G, this style just fits. It totally fits.
Yeah,
with
it's
like Frog
dope.
G.
I love it.
Dude. I don't see Frog G being like a cut grad. Like, there's no way you could do like a traditional color style with it, or like even like the regular lines. Like, you would need a.
Like, I love it, dude. Like I would love to look at this like over the traditional stuff. Like this. Like this is like you're bringing me something like I'm not expecting. You know what I mean? Like I go here looking for something cool. I know I'm gonna get it. But again, you guys are delivering something that's unexpected.
And that's the thing, like that, like the people that I had so far, like hit up to draw, like other stuff for Frog G or draw Frog G, they have their own particular style, and that's what you kind of need with Frog, is you need that style. Like, dude, I can't see like Cyber Frog being any which way, but like Jay Lee drawing it, or even like Ethan, aside from Ethan, obviously, but like Jay Lee or Rocafort, like cats like that have that style. You know,
right.
With
Rocafort
Frog, you kind of need a more. Yeah, with Frog, you need a more indie look. With this Frog, you know, so and it fits. It fits. Yeah.
And so, Frog, going into the story a little bit, you want to touch on that a little bit since we're breaking this down a little.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer did touch on it. It's a guy who got, and this is Frog G actually here. If you scroll down, you saw him yelling. That's Frog. That's his name is Jeremiah Blackstone or Jeremiah Blacksmith, and so
Nice.
that's him. So he's a descendant of blacksmiths. So hence the
That's
last name.
dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
snap. Okay.
yeah, that's
All right.
Inkspots' idea. So and
No, it's a good idea.
yeah, it's a good idea too. But his name is Jeremiah with a G, like it starts with a G, it's not a J. And so that's him, and he gets turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess. He's rude to a voodoo priestess. He snaps at her. He's like yelling at her, and so she's like, your temperament is that of a toad, and I'm gonna curse you. And so she curses him and turns him into a frog. And he goes on, and then he meets up with a character named who we call Death. It's Death, but it's just not the Death that you know. It's not the Grim Reaper looking Death. It's a different character. And so Death sends him on a quest then because he wants to get back to his human form. Death is like, I need the horn of Sarnunos, this main bad guy. Bring it to me. I can help you out. I can get you back to your human form and get you back to your woman because his fiance is the one in the beginning there. And he wants to get back to her because obviously, it's his fiance. He loves her. And there's no way she's going to want to be with a frog. Like, you don't. And, and this is where it's like a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale and like a classic tale of a guy turned into a monster of some sort and has to get back into a human form, has to win back his humanity. And that's what we try to get back to. So yeah, it's a fun story, dude. It's something Inkspots really had in his head, I think, and he really was grinding away, did a lot of research, a lot of fun, and we want to involve mythical beings like deities and stuff like that. That's where the gods come into play.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's the stuff
Oh
I'm
yeah,
all
see,
about.
and that's the voodoo priestess was that chick in the beginning, and she's all old and
Love that,
haggery.
too.
But this is she's a shapeshifter, so she turns into
Oh.
this. Yeah,
Okay, so that was her in the garage with the hood on.
yeah, with the hood on. She's the little skulls on her hood. Because if you look, there's skulls on that little bandana that she's got there. So, but yeah, so that's what her other form. And she's like, oh, judge me by my hideous form, do you? And so she turns into this. So yeah, that's one of the things that she, like I said, she's a shapeshifter, but so she can look muy caliente.
Muy
Yeah.
caliente. And again, one more time, just touching back like on all the stuff that he does in the backgrounds, dude.
Mhm.
Like these little eyeballs right here, that he's
Yeah,
in the background.
it's all ink. Yeah,
This demonic like I don't what is that like this demonic like tribalistic things on the side of the orange.
oh yeah,
right
there's
there.
the tribal things on the side that filler. Yeah, yeah,
Dope.
it's
Like
spice it
all
up a
kinds of
little bit.
goodies, all kinds of
Yeah.
goodies to look at. The clouds with the skull moon.
Yeah, I love
the
that.
woods.
Picture. Yeah, yeah,
So
he
many
did
goodies.
Yeah,
He
and I
painted
tried,
this
like,
right here, huh?
Yeah, he
See,
did
look
that
at
that background in that panel with Frog pointing. Like he did, like all that I drew was Frog pointing. That's it.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So he's
that.
about
Man.
to do that dinosaur rug and the hands in the jars in the background and that light source from this car outside in the back, and it's just sick, man.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
So
that. Like the voodoo
The
coming
voodoo
off right
priestess,
there.
yeah, she's blasting away at Frog G there. Yeah, they're getting a little
That's
tiffle
awesome,
couple.
dude. That would make a really good like cool sticker, I think.
That would be a pretty dope sticker. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah,
Kind of, yeah. Oh, and so right here you got it. Looks like maybe a Matt Barr cover
you
or
are
a
not
Matt
wrong,
Barr
sir.
Matt Barr piece, right?
This is Matt Barr and Matt Yaki. This is the double Matt attack. This is the supplemental. Yeah, this is the cover for the supplemental.
Ooh,
So,
I should be getting that
it-
then too. Nice.
It's sick. It's crazy. I mean, the great thing I love about Barr is like he will like if you hire him and he has the time and it like pay him right and he'll send you samples of stuff of like concepts and stuff. He sent me he sent us this one like. It wasn't this fully, obviously, but he sent us just the one piece, and we're like, "Yes, dude, run
Right.
with it!" Like right out the gate, he nailed it. Barr's imagination is beyond compare, and I love working with the cat, and I can't speak highly enough of him. A huge
He's like-
talent. And,
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
no.
Oh, I was just gonna say he's like one of those guys where like say if I was to have him do a piece or or you like it's kind of like I would say maybe a couple things, but I just like just do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you guys
And
just
that's-
do your thing and it I don't know. There's a few artists
Right.
like that where it's like I wouldn't want to give too much direction
They're-
because
They're,
you're gonna
yeah,
gonna
and Barr's
bring
one of
something-
them. You're definitely
gonna
right.
bring
And with Yaki tried some different coloring techniques with this cover too, though. So it just once we Inkspots and I saw this, we're like, oh man, we could have had another full on Frog G cover out of this thing.
That's what I was like.
I
Oh,
was like, this thing's sick,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. So so we
That's
bowed
dope
him
as
at
fuck.
Bar Matt Yaki. You know, I mean, you
it's
can't
pretty
mess
metal
it up.
too, dude.
Yeah, it's metal
Yeah.
as all get out.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah, and then here's where Inkspots comes into drawing.
That's what's up.
This is the supplemental, and this is the story of Sarnunos, the main big bad guy. He doesn't really come into play till later. The main bad guy in the first book is the Baba Gaga, but this is Sarnunos. He's the main bad guy of the overall arc, and this is the story of his downfall. So Inkspots is actually drawing this. He's doing the pencils, drawing the panels, and then he'll scan them in. He'll piece it together and then send it to me, and I'll ink it digitally. So Inkspots is drawing this one, and I'm inking it with my digital inks because he wanted to recapture that Absolute vibe, like that style that Absolute had.
Yeah.
So
He's
with
totally
me
just got
inking
like a totally different style altogether. And so he
Yeah.
probably has the original pencils theoretically, obviously, right?
Well, they are for sale on the campaign. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. We can go over that in a second.
Yeah, we'll go over that. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like he's drawing this, and then I'm inking it. So it's kind of, we still got that collaboration that we have because he'll leave areas blank and backgrounds and let me do whatever I want to do there. And he does a lot of the foregrounds and the layouts, and he tightens them a little more than what I would want, and it's
Yeah.
fine. It works out. It's still, but because then it still brings inks pencils to the forefront though, and because it lets him flex his drawing muscles because he's got some. I mean,
Yeah, it
so
looks dope.
Yeah, dude, ink is really good, man. Ink's really
In the
good.
same regard of like the scratch and the hatch, like the gritty shit
and
that you do.
that's where
you guys do
that's
too.
me inking it. Yeah, so that's
I was about to say, yeah, because the inks, that makes sense. You're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because he wanted me to do that stuff, and like I did a recent video where I'm like, I don't have to do the cross hatching. I've done plenty of pieces where I don't. I just do like hard shadows, and I
Yeah,
just
me
like
too.
the cross hatch. I just like.
I love it.
I just like it's soothing, man. I don't know.
Oh,
something
totally,
about
dude. Like that's
Yeah.
why I like Simonson a lot. Have you ever
Mhm.
looked at Sergio Topi at all?
it. No.
He's a pretty cool artist. I think he's
I'll
from
check him out.
Spain or Italy. Just some really cool layouts too.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check him
I
out.
heard about him because I'm kind of like a newer Simonson stan. I kind of jumped on, like, I ain't gonna lie, I got into Simonson with his Ragnarok book. I never got into the old school Thor stuff. I just never but I
really
jumped
love-
on with Ragnarok, and I fucking love it. And it's like that's
Dude.
my favorite, like, I guess, mainstream book. And ever since then, I
Right.
followed him and
I
been all
don't.
about it. You know?
I like his new stuff, okay, but there's something about his older stuff that the
That's
way
what I hear.
I think it's the older colors is what it comes into play. The modern way of coloring, it kind of takes away a little bit from Simonson. So, but dude, yeah, check out his Thor run. One of the best. I mean, and his X Factor run too is really good. Yeah, and then here, and see, speaking of people with styles, I don't like you. I want people to draw how they draw, do what they do. There was one time I had somebody hold back, but this is a cover, one of the variant covers of Frog G, drawn by Irene Strakowski from Fiendish, and
Nice.
colored by Billy Basco from Goblin Girl and Rock and Roll Ninja. So, and it just
Nice.
came up beautiful. And this is going to be a virgin
color.
cover. Yeah, this is
Oh,
going to be a
okay.
virgin cover. So this is as is. Like, this is what, if you back it, this is what you get. And the story.
Yeah,
too,
that's
but-
pretty cool too, because you get all those demons at the top.
yeah, and that's why we're like, yeah,
all the
we
gore
like,
and all the blood on the wrench. You know.
and that's the thing. Like, she left that room up top for the trade, obviously,
Right.
but she has all those little demon guys up, or those little imp guys up there too, though.
All the
So we're
goodies
like,
up there.
Yeah, we're like, we want to
Little
show those.
chockies
So
up there.
those look really cool. So we, Inkspots and I put up a poll on a live stream asking about virgin cover or with trade. And I think it was like 78% said virgin
I would have
cover.
voted for that too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just because I'm like, well, I like to see the whole picture. I mean, I love me a good logo too, you know, and
Yeah.
I like to see it like boom hit, you know. But like,
Yep.
I like the piece too, you know. Like, you
Yeah.
you have to have that logo piece as well most of the time. anyway.
Yeah, and once again, Irene she's killed it, killed it. And then this is where another person. We're like, dude, we want full on Dan Plagle. We don't
Oh
want
yeah,
you to
this
hold
guy's
back.
a fucking beast.
Dude,
I love
forget
his
about
art,
it.
dude.
I asked Plagle to hold back one time, and that was Absolute Book 2. I had him draw one of the female characters. I'm like, yeah, can you just maybe not boob it up so much? And he did great, did beautifully. But this piece, we were like, do whatever you want. And he actually initially drew something else, and Hockey drew something kind of similar in the pose. So he redrew it, and he drew this. And this is the villain in the book, the Baba Gaga. And the Baba Gaga is a witch. She's a headless witch, and when she kills her enemy, she'll like take their heads and she'll wear them like often as like
nice.
like different fashion and stuff like that.
Right.
So hence like Victorian outfit, era outfit. She likes fashion and high end stuff like that. So she'll often wear other heads depending on her mood. And also with her, her wand is actually her one of her legs. She has her magic wand is one of her legs, so she'll like cast a spell to like kick you out or something like that. And then when she gets a head, she has those little hooks in her neck there, and it'll clamp onto the head and like push it down, so it can stay on there, and she can just wear it. Yeah,
they look like teeth, the clamps.
Yeah, they look like teeth that clamp down. And this piece was sick. Plagal killed it, and then we were on a live stream as he was sketching out the layout, and Shelby was streaming at the same time. And we were actually backstage in Discord. And then Plagal, he started drawing Rage Tality's head in. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. I'm like, you just can't do that. You got to get permission. That's not your character. It's not my character. And so he actually messaged Shelby while he was in the live stream. And Shelby was like, hey, can I use Rage Tality's head? And Shelby was like, yeah, go for it, man. So if you look, you can see Rage Tality. His head is in like the
bottom left
corner
maybe?
in the corner left, and it's in the back there, kind of.
I think I see it.
Yeah, so you can see him back there. He hit him back there, so that's pretty cool. But Plagal killed it, man. I mean, look at the detail.
Fast too, bro. I was like, damn, that was fast.
Dude, what I really like about this piece is how like all that crazy detail in the background, all the darks, and then she's almost silhouetted in white, like it's
glowing
gorgeous.
Almost.
Yeah, it just makes her stand out so much more. And then, like, he left room up at the top for the trade, obviously. So this will have the trade on it. And this is a black and white cover, but the book, obviously, is in color. So, we wanted full-on Dan Plagal. We didn't want anybody else on it. We were like, Plagal, we need you to do what you do. Because he's quick, but he's underrated, dude. His skill set, his eye for details, eye for storytelling.
Yeah.
Goblin Girl is going to be sick. I've seen plenty of the pages drawn. I mean, it's all done, and so it's everybody needs to pick it up. But because Plagal is underrated, really is. He's under the radar, and I don't know why.
Like this, what he does is like what he does at the speed that he does it. For me, it would take maybe weeks.
Dude, it would take me forever too.
And it takes him like an hour or something like that. He's
I'm no
like
slouch.
a wizard kind of.
Yeah. I'm no slouch. I mean, I'm not insanely slow, but I ain't that fast. Holy mother of Moses.
And I couldn't even do it to begin with, but I'm just saying if I could do it, it would take me fucking forever. And he's a wizard.
I know. I mean, I do know one reason the stigma is there because of the boob thing, but look past it. Look at the detail.
Well, dude, look at the detail, and he could do other stuff too. Like one of my favorite piece by him, hands down, is the fan art he did for the Embrace. Fucking love that piece.
Yeah,
that's in the graveyard, piece.
Yeah.
So he could do whatever,
Plagal can do whatever he needs to do, and it'll look sick. It'll look good. Yeah. And then here we just have some sample art, like some of the panels, the penciled panels that Inkspots had done. Some of my promo work that we were working on, because we were promoting Frog G before we even had anything done. We were promoting Frog G while I was working on Absolute Book 2. So we had that.
Remember that little.
Yeah, we had that earworm out there for a while. It was called Operation Wrench at the time. So, dude, we were planting them seeds early, and you get that hype going. Yeah. So, and Inkspots kept getting mad at me because we were giving away a lot of good pieces. And then this is part of one of the tiers where you can get a painting by Inkspots, a 9x12 full-on bust painting of Frog G, and he will paint it live on stream. So. Oh
man, that's so cool.
Yeah. And Flying Feline has this one, so that one's already sold. But
that's cool. You could do it on stream, man. Look at this.
He's gonna stream it. Yeah, and there's some just some samples of the interiors of the.
Looks so good in black and white too.
There's been talks. I mean, maybe in the future we'll do like an artist edition where you'll see not every page, but you see the black and white and then the colored version on the next page. That way you can see the there's the 2-page spread above the hat. So if you go back up.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. If you go back
See
above
here.
the hat, just right above the hat is the 2-page spread.
Let's see.
Where are you
Is
at?
it down a little bit?
Keep no up.
Oh, okay.
No, okay, down then. Yeah, there you keep going that way. Keep going. Wait, I don't see. Oh, okay, it's all right. I don't know where we're at.
Oh, okay.
But this is the line art for the foil trading card that if you back the secret perk, you sign up on
Oh,
the mailing
nice.
list. Yeah, if you
The
sign up on the
blade.
mailing list, yeah, and you back the secret perks, you get the foil trading card plus you get discount. So
Oh,
yeah, and that's the
nice.
line art for it, and that already sold at an auction. So yeah, that
Sweet.
was a really good piece. I love that piece. That's an homage, obviously. There's you go. There's the 2-page spread. There it is.
Oh, okay. So this one with
Yeah.
the
yeah, that's the
voodoo.
one where she's shooting the beam that was colored
Oh,
on
shit.
top. Yeah, so that's the
Oh,
line
okay.
art for it, and then that's the second because it's a 2-page spread, but there's two.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's dope.
So yeah, so dude, Inkspot's killed. Like even on the frog one, it's really sick. We just don't have that page up, but we have the top half of it up there, up on the page here. So yeah, it's
So awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna have more of those 2-page spreads. They're gonna be fun. Hopefully, what more?
Got the beanie
With
too,
this-
huh? Oh yeah,
we
two
got the
pagers.
we'll have more 2-pagers probably, but yeah. So we have the beanie, and I have one. I'm just not wearing it right now, but because we had to do it differently than what we wanted. So we wanted it to just be embroidered flat on the thing, and companies couldn't do it. We couldn't find anyone that could do it. The design was too difficult. So what we
Oh,
did
I
was
see.
we ordered beanies, and then we ordered somebody to make a patch of it, the logo.
Oh,
So
that's
we're gonna
dope.
have the patches sewn onto the beanies, and so Inkspots has everything now. He's gonna shop around and get prices, and then he's gonna get them sewn on, send them back to me, and then I'm gonna fulfill the beanies once I get them. So these should be fulfilled in February, So if you back a beanie now, you'll get it pretty soon. So
That'd be a sick ass hat too, dude. Like with a fat ass like embroidery on the top. Like
Yeah,
they couldn't probably do everything because it's kind of technical, but
yeah, like I
You know
said,
what I'm talking?
the logo is a little tough for them to embroider it. So
yeah.
like we hit up a company and they even said the only thing they can embroider was the frog part, like the word
Yeah.
frog. I'm like, well, that's
Yeah.
not gonna do us any good. So it still looks good. Like I have one that my mom sewed on, and we're gonna have a machine sewed on though. So it'll be on there good, and yeah. And then there's the what's one of the stickers? I could show those off in a minute, but. Then the stretch goals that we have. We froze the stretch goals. We have one stretch goal that we will do at 20K, which
Okay.
are wrenches. We still have that to do. If we hit 20K, we'll definitely give out wrenches. So
You've
and then-
unlocked these. Look at that.
yeah, we've unlocked the hockey trading card, the Dan Plagle trading card, the 6 a.m. sticker, Shelby Robertson trading card, Luke Alietta trading card, the Chibi sticker, and the window cling. I mean, I
Hell
have them
yeah,
here, and
man.
I'll show them off in a minute. Yeah.
So lots of goodies.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shoot! Look at all that.
Yeah, that's the
wait.
window cling, the one waving. He's the window cling, and then the Chibi sticker everybody liked, and then the bookmark. Yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah, because the way we wanted it, like, you get the trading cards at first, like that is unlocked.
Yeah.
Right? We wanted to differentiate it though. We didn't want it to be just constant trading card. So that's why we're like, well, then the next thing you get maybe a trading card, but you also get like a sticker, so it's something different.
Right.
Then the next goal, you get different thing. You get a window cling, that's different. You get a bookmark that's different, and you get another sticker, and that's you got one before. So we wanted to differentiate the things, plus maybe amp up how many you get per stretch goal. So it worked out. It was pretty good, and that's the hockey trading card, kinda.
clean.
I have them printed out, and I'll ship them. I'll show them in a minute. Well, the thing is,
Cool.
we didn't give people a template to draw it at the sizes we needed.
Oh,
So
okay.
this actually doesn't have the trade on it. The trading card doesn't have that Frog G trade on it because
okay.
it doesn't fit the aspect ratio. Like it would have gotten cut off.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, so I had to manipulate it. So it still looks dope. Like I said, I have them here, and we'll show them off in a minute once we scroll here. So yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's the Dan Plagle trading card, and he drew this during a Frog G art auction. He was just drawing. He was just drawing to sell something, and it auctioned off, the artwork sold, and we're like, this is so good, we want it to be a trading card. And
Nice.
so we paid him for it because he did draw it. So he kind of got double paid for it because it sold it on the auction, which he didn't, and then he got paid as an artist for the trading card. So he didn't even know about that. So he got double down on that. And
Double
then Inkspots colored it up. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then this is kind of the bookmark. I have it here, but that's one of the. This actually was gonna be the cover. So
Oh, okay.
this originally was the cover for the book, and then I drew the other one, the one that is the cover now. I drew that as a
Right.
wallpaper because we were giving. If you signed up on the mailing list for every month, after a certain point, every month you got a wallpaper, a free wallpaper,
Right.
if you were signed up. So, and this was one of one of the ones that went out was going to go out was the cover one. And Inkspots was like, dude, you keep giving away all the good art. Like stop it. And he's like, and so he's like, I really like this one. I'm like, well, all right, dude. I'm like, he's like, this should be the cover. I'm like, but I already drew the cover. I drew this one, and he colored it like it was done. And so even then we put that into a vote, and people were like, yeah, we want the other one. And so, but we're like, this one's already really good. Like we kind of need to do something. So we made it into a bookmark. So it's like it's not the whole image, obviously, because it's a bookmark. So it's a little, but yeah. So that's there's a lot of lore that goes. Like Frog G has a lot of little fun stories behind it, just the campaign itself and how things went. It's a very fan-driven book because it's created by a fan,
Right.
and then a lot
Frog
of fans
G.
did. Yeah, Frog G, and then a lot of fans also dictated like the direction of what we were doing, like as far as covers and stuff like that, and how things looked. So very fan-driven.
So good.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
It's a dope piece.
yeah, dude. It was fun. It was a fun one.
You want to look at some of the tiers maybe for a bit?
Yeah, we could check out the tiers.
You got the all the covers plus the supplemental for
Yeah, so
85
with-
bones.
Yeah, with that one, you get the Irene cover, you get our cover, you get the Dan Plago cover, and then you get that supplemental with the Yaki Matt Bar. Now with
Nice.
that, you also save $10 on like if you were to just back everything separately without shipping. You save $10 if you go that route. So and that's not to mention saving on the shipping itself if you were to back everything separately. So
Right.
and with every tier we have, unfortunately, even the hats with every tier we have, you can do add-ons. Now, if you do an add-on with the beanie will not ship out until we get the books. So
Oh,
just keep
okay.
that in mind. And then
There's the
so yes,
beanie
then,
too, huh?
then you get the beanie, and if you back that by itself, that will go out as like next month probably, because as soon as I get them. So and that does not come with stretch goals either. You're just getting the beanie with that. So, but if you do an add-on with it, obviously I can't ship out the beanie and fulfill that part, and then go back and remember, oh yeah, this person I didn't ship them. You know what I mean? So, if you have add-ons, it's gonna hold back it. You won't get the beanie then until you get we get books in. So, yeah.
You got just the book right there, the standard cover. With
Yeah,
this one
standard
right.
cover. Yeah.
And then you got the
Eh.
Irene Wachowski.
Now that's the thumbnail
Oh,
that
that's
she.
not there.
Well, the thumbnail that's there, she drew that as a fun little gag,
okay.
as a layout gag, and we initially had that as a placeholder, and
Right.
she, like on the big screen, like big, and she was
Yeah.
she hated it so much, she was not happy with us, and so my apologies, Irene, but yeah, so we just kept it in the thumbnail because we didn't want to take it down, but.
It's got a little lore to it too.
It's got there's lore to this campaign, dude. I'm telling you, it's fun. Yeah, and then the Plague, and then once again more
Lego
lore.
variant.
See the thumbnail for that. There's like things hidden because we got shadow banned, and Shane has suggested it's probably because of the decapitated head and the boobs, even though they're
Possibly.
covered and there's no blood. He's like, it might be because of that. So we covered it up initially and redid it, and it didn't help. So we just put the original back in the big page, and didn't just swap. We just didn't swap the thumbnail back out. So that's why there's
That's
that.
smart.
Yeah. So
And then right here you got the standard plus the supplemental.
yeah,
I think that might have been the one that I picked up back then.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice. Yeah, it's just because you could add things on, but this way it's just one click. You're good.
Boom,
You
boom.
don't have to worry about filtering through the add-ons. Yeah.
Right here you got a Bascom Frog G sketch with the book, right?
Yeah, so you get a 6x9 sketch of Frog G. That's just the sample. That's not what you get. That's the sample. So you get a 6x9 sketch, and you get the book. I think you also get the supplemental. Do you? I don't know. You have to click it to expand it to find out. But I think it
Yeah.
comes with the book. And yeah, so
You
you
do.
get the book, the supplemental, and a sketch by me. So it's a great deal. My sketches don't go that cheap. So there you go. Yeah, see, you can add it on.
Sorry.
Yeah,
And
no, that's
then,
why I'm not logged. Dude, when I do these, that's why I'm not logged in too, because I don't want my.
And then we got ink spots penciled panel.
Yeah, so that's like I said earlier with the with the supplemental, he's penciling the panels separately and scanning them in, so they're actually bigger than what a traditional like small comic book panel would be, and so you get a panel of the supplemental, and then plus the book and the supplemental itself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then right here we got the retail discount. This go good to like your LCS. You know,
Your
I can take this
LCS
to my
or-
LCS.
Yeah,
You
or
know.
if you have 5 friends, and with this, you also get like you get 5 books for the price of 4. So
That's a come up, dude.
yeah.
That's a really good deal.
You only get 1 set of stretch goals though, so you don't get 5 stretch goals. Yeah.
And interior, man,
Yeah,
240.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
yeah. So you
Because
get an
you
interior
get the 2
page.
books. Wow.
Yeah, so I'll send out a PDF of some the bangers and
Yeah.
people first come first serve. People I'll exit off and send it out. So so we sold a couple of those already. So.
Hell yeah. You got the double pagers.
Yeah, because I mean those are going to cost more than just the standard,
Right.
Because it's 2 of them, but it's still cheaper than buying 2 separate pages. So you get it
True.
that way.
That's a
Yep.
good price.
Yeah, and it comes with the book and the supplemental as well.
Then you got the Big Daddy tier right here. Someone
Now,
might pick
yeah,
up one of
that's-
those.
That there is with that's the one where you get the 9x12 ink spots painting, the acrylic painting on the canvas board. You get a 9x12 illustration by me. You get all the books, you get all the books. You get everything. It's like a subscription tier, so you get everything. So if we add anything on, like the beanie, you get the beanie. Like if we add anything else on, you'll get it. So that's an
awesome.
all-in-one tier. Yeah,
That's sweet, man.
yeah,
You got the Plago's original art right here. 700,
yeah,
huh?
dude.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
well, yeah. Hey, if it don't go, we get to keep it. you know.
You do a lot
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, and then with like the Frog G, like the original cover by me, if that doesn't go, we get to keep it. Like we're not upset if it doesn't sell, but hey, we're still
Hey,
willing to
there.
part with it. Yeah,
And
Yeah.
your face here, and then these are all the sold out ones, huh?
yeah, those are all sold out. Yeah.
Oh man.
Obviously, the Irene cover went pretty
quick.
quickly. Yeah,
Well, that's awesome, man. You guys,
Yeah.
whoever's watching, come check this out. I backed this book. I've been waiting for it for a long time. It's
Thanks,
been out
man.
for a minute, but not that long. You're not gonna want to miss out on this book. I'm telling you. You still got a little bit of time left. They came back. They brought it in.
Yep.
It's back on IGG for a bit. Get it now while you can, because you're not gonna.
Yeah, we'll stay in demand. Like you said, like it even got we accidentally. Like I said, this book has crazy lore to it for no reason.
lore like a
Yeah,
mug.
it was shadow banned after the first
Yeah.
month because Indiegogo doing what Indiegogo does, I guess. And then
Yeah.
even still after the second 30 days, even though we were checked to go in demand, they closed us down somehow. Like it had to have been a glitch, but it took like 4 days to get it back up. So, but like you said, it's back up. It's going to stay up. This will be up all the way through fulfillment. So even still, while we're fulfilling, it'll be there, And I usually, the way I work, I usually close my campaign after I ship out the last book. I wait like a week or a little
That's
bit.
smart.
So
Just
that's
some
what I do.
stragglers. Yeah.
Well, the thing is with this though, I have Ink Spots and Frog G, so they get a piece of it. So they might have be like, hey, let's keep it up longer. But Ink Spots is working on an Unhinged Inks website. So
Ooh, that's brilliant. Okay.
right, so if anything, like once we fulfill, we probably will close it down, and then the only way to get Frog G Book 1 would be through the website, and then we'll have Frog G 2 Book 2 on the website as like a campaign, as well as Indiegogo or Kickstarter or wherever.
sweet.
That way, in case we get shadow banned, we get taken down, it'll be on the website.
You got it, man.
It'll be there. So yeah, but this will be up. You got some time. I have 20 pages drawn. I'm drawing
nice.
page 21. So I have 20 pages drawn. Ink Spots has like 16 pages colored.
Nice.
We have 6 pages lettered. So like this book is actually moving along really
Chugging.
well. Yeah, we're chugging, dude. Like, and I can even show you if you want, real quick.
Yeah, let me just.
I could show you a little bit here. Like this is, I can show you how I work, and then so like this is page I think 21. So I haven't
nice.
done anything really to it yet. So, but I'll lay it out digitally. So this is
Oh, okay.
This is all of that I'll do digitally because I have a what's called retinitis pigmentosa. So my eyes are going like I really can't see all that well. So it just helps me to lay it out
Oh, I see.
digitally. That way I know where everything is, and I don't mess up too much. But so this is all that I'll do in the digital format, and then I'll
Right.
go in and I'll ink it, and I'll add all in the sexy, all the details.
All the
I'll add in like
match
the-
details. all the
yeah, I'll
good
add
stuff.
in like the rocks and stuff that burst out a little bit, and like I'll add stuff in that isn't there traditionally, like more in the digital way. So like I'll fill stuff in. So yeah, and then like this one was pretty
awesome,
fun.
dude.
This one was pretty fun. So this one is a little different. We wanted a lot of white on the borders all around
Right.
the page, and just a lot of, and then the borders tighter. So, and I wanted to have some Sam Keithy type paneling, with that gritty paneling, so they're uneven. So,
Yeah.
But that's the way I have to work.
Love that.
Yeah, slight digital, and then a lot of grit
Ooh,
with the pen
look at
and
that.
ink. So
Boom.
yeah, and I don't. Sometimes I'll work with Micron if I really want like the cleaner, like
Right.
with fighting things when they're fighting and stuff like that. I like to go in with the pen and ink because it adds that grit. Sometimes I get unexpected things in there and that like it works out. So
It always works out
Yeah.
a little bit better.
So and like there's stuff that does happen. Like if you look at this one here, but that's where like Photoshop will come into play. I could have whited it out like this here.
Right.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. So I could white it out, but I just went and digitally Photoshop and I just got rid of it.
I'm loving the
So-
whiteout stuff. You ever look into was it Daniel Warren Johnson?
I know the name.
He does he draws everything and then he just whites out that's he draws with
Yeah,
whiteout.
dude,
Like,
I don't
that's-
draw totally in whiteout. That would be really fun.
Pretty
But I
dope.
do like to do I do like to do large chunks of black sometimes, and then I'll go
Yeah.
in and like I'll either crosshatch or add weird, unnecessary like lines going through it, and like kind of draw in the whiteout, so to speak.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, he kind of chisels away probably like a etch board or something like that.
It's
Yeah.
dope. Like he just knows he's gonna white out. It's pretty
So
cool.
there's the
Ooh, look at that.
window.
The cling.
That's the window cling by Hockey. So the glass broke. That's why it's taped on the back. But
Corey.
So that's Hockey did that. Came out sick. So that's the window cling. Everybody gets the window cling.
Oh, Brian.
Yo, what's going on, Brian? And this is the bookmark everybody gets. So see
Sweet,
the
man.
Frog G trade, and then flip through the trading cards real quick. So you got the Plagal one.
Nice.
Is it upside down? No, yeah, I think it's upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. So you get the Plagal one, and then on the back of them, I have the
Ooh, that's
information of the I have the information of the artist of who drew it and who colored it, because I mean I get a lot of cards, man, and so half the time I don't know who did it. You know what I mean? I have no idea who worked on it. And this is Luke's trading card, Death Metal Hero.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
once-
I like the colors
and-
too.
Now with this one, he kind of left room for the trade, but then we would be covering up his artwork, and we didn't want to do that. So this is another one that doesn't have the trade on it because he had so much good artwork, we didn't want to cover it up.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot
I
of
agree.
detail in this piece. That he went overboard, and then in the back you got his info.
That's
and
so
then
dope.
you got the Shelby Robertson trading card. Everybody gets.
Oh yeah. I like that one a
And-
lot.
Yeah, and then you get the information of the colorist and Shelby. Yvonne Pinata, who did Fiendish, she colors Fiendish. And then there's Hockey's. And
Lots of goodies. I can't wait to get mine.
yep, and then
Hell yeah.
show these real quick. These are the stickers. I
Ooh,
always hold the
nice.
6 a.m. one upside down.
Damn, you got almost all the stuff already.
I got all the stretch goals, dude. All of them.
Oh,
They're all ordered. Yeah. And now if you signed up on the mailing list and back, you get the Chromium card.
I believe I did. I do believe I did because I was like waiting for this mofo.
Yeah, so
to drop,
you'll get the trading card then. Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that
that
smells
has that has
Literally.
this has Frog G, me, and Ink Spots on the back because Frog is a co-creator.
Right.
So yeah. So
Oh yeah, triple threat.
that's right, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. We're really having a good time. I'm trucking along. Ink Spots, because of work, he his real life is kind of hindering him coloring things, but he's not behind. We're actually
It happens to me too, man. I couldn't work on my book for a month. For a fucking
dude,
month.
it happened to me too.
I've been working on this page for a fucking month.
Hey
Straight up,
man,
because
that's okay.
I switched careers, dude, and I'm working 2 jobs now because it's just I'm trying
You
to.
gotta pay
I'm trying to-
bills. You
That's
gotta
what's
pay
up.
bills.
So it's like, I might have to wait till 10 o'clock at night, and
Well,
I gotta ask
this-
you though, man. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna just say real quick. Keep your question in mind. Somebody had asked me because I had told them, I'm like, yeah, I'll be up till like 4 in the morning sometimes, working. They're like, or drawing.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know how you could do it. I'm like, well, because I have to. I'm like,
You
I
have
don't
to
have
do it.
another choice. I work full
No.
time. When I get
Yeah.
home, you do dinner, you do all the other things you do, and then after all that, you gotta sit down and this is another job. I'm like, I have to do it because this is
a
a
job.
part-time. This is another job. Like it's not.
Yeah.
This isn't like some weird little like I don't know hobby I have or anything like that.
Right,
Like it's
right.
not. This is a job. Even if it doesn't make
Yeah.
me anything, this is a job. Like it's work. I'm ignoring
treated as
family,
such.
friends.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ignoring family, friends, my social life, everything. So, what was
Exactly.
your question? Do you remember it?
Um,
No.
what's your favorite movie?
Why you gotta do that? I don't know, man. I mean, I have a lot. I got
Just
a lot.
one. Just one.
Fight Club, dude. I could put Fight Club in.
Okay, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, I could put Fight
Fincher.
Club in.
It's got a lot of replay value to it. A lot of questions that be answered.
Yeah.
At least 3 times for every human being to watch that movie. Get in there.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many, man. Like, I love Hot Fuzz. It's one of my favorites.
That one's fun. That one's a fun
Yeah,
one.
dude.
I like
That's
that
a
one a
good
lot
one.
more than Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, a lot of people. I get more and more people that are telling me that.
Sorry.
I'm like, thank you. No, I'm
I know
a
not
huge
you,
horror-
but sorry, everybody else.
everybody else. I'm sorry. No, I get a lot more people though telling me that they do like Hot Fuzz a little bit more.
It's better.
I'm not a
Still.
huge zombie guy to begin with, so Shaun of the Dead just kind of does have that. But it's Hot Fuzz is just I don't know, man. It's so good. It's so
funny.
weird.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's laugh out loud for me.
I'm a big comedy guy, man.
Arp, that fool the Hound, before he became.
Oh,
Game of
yeah.
Thrones. Arp, was it Yarp or Arp? Yeah,
It was Yarp.
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 Dude, I say that to my nephews. I was like, Yarp.
Brian, you
So, yeah.
traitor.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I love comedies. I'm big into comedies more than anything else. So yeah, but
Comedies are
like-
fun, man. There's fun things to like. Like I haven't had a good laugh, The other day, like I don't laugh that much. But I like find things funny. When I do, I get a good laugh. Like the other day, like I was picking something up at work and it was wet, and I was trying not. It was kind of heavy, so I was trying not to like open my mouth because sometimes when you lift things up, you go and you like and sometimes you open your mouth, and it made me think of this guy I was working with, and he's like, hey man, I'm gonna go get some carne asada mix, all right? It's up there on the top shelf in the fridge. Picks it up, and he's like, and it just spills all over his face and goes all in his mouth because he's struggling, And I'm watching
Right.
it from a side profile, so I see all the carne asada, liquid marinated asada, go into his mouth, all over his face, and it's just I cry of laughter whenever
Yeah.
I envision
that's
that
funny.
memory.
That's funny.
And just drinking all of it, So it was funny, And I thought
Nice.
about that, and I was
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
comedies.
yeah. Well, I mean, man, life is very serious as it is, and so
So serious.
that's why I like comedies, and like horror is a good way. Like I laugh at a lot of horror films, not in the fact that they're funny, but in the way people like might die or the amount of blood is
Right.
gratuitous, and so I'm just like,
Same here.
holy crap,
Like
so
Evil
you
Dead
laugh at it, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
Even on
Evil
side note.
Dead or Dead
Funny.
Alive. Dead
Dead Alive,
even.
Jackson, I
It's
got that
ridiculous.
That
So
one.
I'm not the biggest horror buff. I know there's a lot of comic skaters love horror, and
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few, but I'm just more into the ridiculous comedy crap, stupidity.
I love my horror. I love my comedy, but I'm a genre
mad at
stan.
you.
I like everything.
Mm.
And I got to ask you one more question. And I know you're not really a big drinker, huh? You don't drink, right?
Well, I
What's your
used
favorite
to be,
beer?
man.
What's your favorite beer if you do?
I was never a beer guy. Guinness was what I would drink if it
Guinness.
was beer.
Okay, I like Guinness.
But if I was drinking, like when I was, if I were just, having a beverage of alcoholic sorts, I would go to Johnny Walker.
Okay,
I would do
some good stuff.
Johnny Walker on the rocks, or yeah. So that's I never had Johnny Walker Blue, but red or black, was fine with me. But yeah, I prefer
had one of them.
Johnny Walker.
I had like a 90-year-old or something because my dude had a 70. Like I don't know, it was crazy, but it was pretty good. I got sick from drinking it, but it was bomb.
Yeah, also like Scotch, yeah, Glenlivet, It's just I don't know. I was always more into the harder liquors and just the sipping whiskeys and stuff like that than I was with the beer. I never got into beer. Like I said, Guinness would be it.
Guinness is good.
I guess Coors Light. I don't know, dude. Like I didn't really
River
like.
beer.
I was poor. If I was poor, I would like all right, Coors Light, But yeah, it was more Scotch. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's always good. It's way better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I do drink the beer though. I like a good beer, but
there's nothing wrong, dude. A lot of people. Like,
I'm drinking the Dean and Bascom stuff right now. Just fucking with you guys. I know this isn't Australian, and they put that label on there. I thought I would drink it for fun today. It's like piss and sugar, as my good friend Price Guy would say. But yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. I'm probably gonna wrap it up right now. Me and Brian got our show, the Horror Movie Club. We do it at 8:00. Tonight we're talking Maniac Cop. So
nice.
If you guys want to check it out, if you guys can, please go back. Frog G. That book's gonna be fucking awesome. And cool Jason, where can people find you at?
I'm there on the Twitters at Unhinged Ent, YouTube Unhinged, at Unhinged Ent on YouTube. Or Unhinged. Just look for my logo. You can't miss it. I'll show you real quick. Bloop. There you go. Just look for that. And yeah, that's mainly it. I mean, I'm on Facebook and Instagrams. All the links are pinned to my YouTube usually. So just go there.
Find you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Jason, for coming on. I can't wait for the fucking book. And as always, everybody remember, be bold and roll the bones to know your role. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.